The truth has a way of revealing itself, and the angels are reminding you that the person who once plotted against you now bears the weight of their own conscience. Their guilt is a reflection of their choices, and the universe is aligning to bring clarity to your situation. In the shadows of betrayal, the light of truth is breaking through. The angels are whispering that those who have schemed behind your back are now haunted by their actions, feeling the pangs of remorse as they realize the harm they caused you. The angels want you to know that those who have plotted against you are beginning to see the consequences of their actions. Their guilt is like a shadow that follows them, a constant reminder of the trust they shattered and the pain they inflicted. When someone you trusted betrays you, it can feel like a dagger to the heart. However, the angels assure you that the betrayer is not escaping the emotional turmoil of guilt. Their conscience will weigh heavily on them as they navigate the consequences of their deceit. In the realm of angels, there is a profound understanding that what goes around comes around. Those who have plotted behind your back are now facing their inner turmoil, realizing that their actions have led to a cascade of negative energy that is beginning to reflect back upon them. The angels are guiding you to see the bigger picture. The person who plotted against you is now wrestling with their guilt, and the very universe they attempted to manipulate is turning against them, urging them to face the truth they tried to bury. Trust is a delicate thread, and when someone close to you breaks it, the angels are here to remind you that their guilt will not let them rest. They may try to hide their remorse, but the universe has a way of exposing hidden intentions and bringing them to light. The angels are sending you messages of hope and healing. Those who once conspired against you are now filled with regret, realizing that their actions have not only harmed you, but have also poisoned their own hearts. Their guilt is a reminder that love should never come with ulterior motives. Behind every betrayal lies a lesson, and the angels want you to learn from this experience. The person who plotted against you is now feeling the weight of their decisions, recognizing that true happiness cannot come from deception or manipulation. The angels want you to remember that their remorse is a reflection of their inner struggles. They may try to justify their actions, but deep down they know they have strayed from the path of integrity, and the guilt they carry will lead them to seek redemption. As the angels shine their light upon you, know that the person who once plotted against you is trapped in a cycle of guilt. Their conscience is a constant reminder of the trust they broke, and the universe is conspiring to bring them to a moment of reckoning. In moments of betrayal, the angels remind you that you are not alone. The one who plotted against you is now facing the consequences of their actions, feeling the heavy burden of guilt that will ultimately lead them to seek forgiveness. The angels urge you to release any lingering resentment. The person who conspired against you is now enveloped in guilt, realizing that their actions have created a chasm between you. Their heart is heavy with remorse, and the universe is guiding them toward making amends. Every action has a reaction, and the angels are here to tell you that those who plotted against you are now experiencing the repercussions of their choices. The guilt they feel is a reminder that honesty and integrity must prevail over deceit. The angels want you to embrace the healing process. The person who plotted behind your back is now struggling with their conscience, feeling the weight of their decisions. Their guilt is a sign that they may eventually seek to right their wrongs. In the tapestry of life, the threads of betrayal and guilt are intricately woven. The angels want you to know that the person who hurt you is now entangled in their own web of remorse, realizing that their actions have consequences that cannot be ignored. The angels remind you that while betrayal is painful, it also opens the door to new beginnings. The person who plotted against you is now grappling with their guilt, and this realization may lead to a transformative journey of self-discovery and growth. Trust is a fragile bond, and the angels are here to remind you that the one who betrayed you is now feeling the weight of their guilt. They may try to distance themselves from their actions, but the universe has a way of bringing hidden truths to the surface. As the angels guide you through the aftermath of betrayal, know that the person who plotted against you is now confronted with their own reflection. Their guilt is a powerful force that may push them toward a path of redemption and reconciliation. The angels want you to recognize your strength in the face of betrayal. The person who conspired against you is now filled with remorse, understanding that their choices have not only hurt you, but have also fractured their own spirit. When someone close to you betrays your trust, the angels are sending you messages of healing. The person who plotted behind your back is now burdened by guilt, and the universe is urging them to confront their actions and seek forgiveness. In the grand scheme of life, betrayal often leads to growth. The angels want you to know that the person who plotted against you is now wrestling with their conscience, feeling the weight of their choices, and seeking a way to make things right. The angels are whispering words of comfort as you navigate through the pain of betrayal. The one who plotted against you is now enveloped in guilt, and this burden may lead them to a moment of clarity where they realize the true value of honesty and integrity. As you move forward, the angels remind you that your worth is not defined by someone else's betrayal. The person who conspired against you is now facing the repercussions of their actions, feeling the guilt that comes from breaking the bond of trust. The angels are shining a light on the path of healing. The one who plotted against you is now feeling the consequences of their actions, and their guilt may ultimately lead them to a place of understanding and remorse. Behind every act of betrayal lies a lesson. The angels want you to know that the person who once plotted against you is now grappling with their conscience, realizing that their choices have led to a loss of connection and trust. The angels encourage you to embrace the journey of healing. The one who betrayed you is now feeling the weight of their guilt, understanding that their actions have consequences that cannot be ignored. In the realm of divine guidance, the angels are here to support you. The person who plotted behind your back is now struggling with their guilt, recognizing that true fulfillment cannot come from deceitful intentions. As you heal from betrayal, the angels remind you that the one who hurt you is now facing the reality of their choices. Their guilt is a reminder that honesty is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. The angels are guiding you to a place of forgiveness. The person who conspired against you is now burdened by guilt, and their realization may lead them to seek redemption and mending of the broken bond. In the silence of reflection, the angels want you to know that the person who betrayed you is now feeling the sting of guilt. Their actions have repercussions that echo through their soul, reminding them of the importance of trust and integrity. As the angels watch over you, remember that the one who plotted against you is not free from the emotional weight of their choices. Their guilt is a sign that they may eventually seek to make amends and restore what was lost. In the dance of life, betrayal can often lead to unexpected growth. The angels want you to know that the person who conspired against you is now wrestling with their conscience, feeling the pangs of guilt that come with their actions. The angels encourage you to remain open to healing. The one who plotted behind your back is now facing the consequences of their choices, and their guilt may eventually lead them to seek forgiveness and understanding. Behind every betrayal lies a chance for growth. The angels want you to understand that the person who hurt you is now burdened by their guilt, realizing that their actions have created a ripple effect that impacts both of you. The angels are here to remind you that betrayal often reveals the true nature of people. The one who plotted against you is now struggling with their conscience, understanding that their choices have led to the unraveling of trust. In the realm of divine messages, the angels are sending you reassurance. The person who conspired against you is now filled with regret, and their guilt may ultimately push them toward a path of redemption and reconciliation. As you navigate through the pain of betrayal, the angels want you to remember that the one who hurt you is not immune to the consequences of their actions. Their guilt is a powerful reminder that honesty is essential in any relationship. The angels urge you to let go of the pain. The person who plotted behind your back is now enveloped in guilt, and their realization of the harm they have caused may lead them to seek forgiveness and understanding. In moments of betrayal, the angels remind you that healing is possible. The one who conspired against you is now grappling with their guilt, and this burden may ultimately inspire them to change their ways.